I'm gonna feed the calf. I gotta go with the bottle first. I left it when we fed cows today. I left it in the feed pickup. Anyone there? What time was that? I fed him like 7. So it's like 8 hours. Something like that. Anyways, alright. I need to take this off. Hey, it's a candy. Good. But to feed the calf. Feeding her right now. Well, not right now, but making the bottle. And then I'll show you the calf. He's like a bowl. Epic Candy. Are you the one I was crying around to? On I don't know who it was, but I was crying around because me and my boyfriend broke up one time. Well, I think it was like before Christmas. Look how pretty the sky is in Montana, guys. You can't really see the blue, but there's the blue. It's really pretty. I was crying around to someone. I just don't remember who. Like, it was just hard to talk about when I was going through a breakup. Now I'm healed. And I'm better. But this guy is so pretty. Hi, Potty. Look, here's the heifers. Here's the heifers. They're gonna run because I gotta go through this gate. I gotta go through here. Psst, get. I gotta go feed this calf, so hopefully they don't charge me. There's some over here too. They're scary. Look, they're all around me. There's one. She just had her baby. See her over there? I don't know if you can see, but she's right there. Then there's her baby. Oh, look. Calf is in here. You can kind of hear him. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I don't know who it was. It was something. Here. So here's... I don't know his name. My boyfriend says he calls him Shorty, so... I guess his name is Shorty. He's happy. He's wagging his tail. I don't know how long it was since he didn't have a mom. He's a twin, but I don't remember what twin he is of. We have like 2 houses, so hard to tell who. We might go get another calf out in the pasture. It's been tagged. So the reason why he hasn't been tagged is because he don't have a mom yet. And so like, if he did belong to a cow out there, we would tag him with the mom. So we'll know who's who, you know? Like if he died and, like if he passed away, he died, we saw his tag in his ear, we'd know that she's still full of milk and she can, you know, orphan a calf. So, there's a calf right now. He was born, I think 4 days ago now. And, we noticed that he was almost dying, so we gave him electrolytes and fed him. You have to shove a tube down their throat to feed them manually because they're too weak to suck. And so we did that for a couple days, and every day he seemed better. And then yesterday we had to feed him again, and he's not really. I know their eyelashes, look, they're so long. Oh, it's trying to make me flip the phone. Hold on. He pushes on this thing. But he so that 030 hasn't been sucking on his mom, so it's just 2 weeks. So we've been having to manually feed it every day and giving it like antibiotic. So now it's just time to like bring him in here and manually feed him a couple days like this one. But this one hasn't had a mom, so that's why it always goes up to these corners. This is where we feed. And he thinks, you know, it's its mom. So I try not to get in there because he poops around and he'll bump me. He'll think I'm its mom, you know. I don't know if you saw my videos where I fed a calf, and so like, look, watch, he'll bump around. He'll think that the nipple is around. But it's sad. One day he was out here. I'll show you the new calf. One day he was out here. He got out of his pen, and I came in here. I opened this door, and here the door was moving. It was like moving out, like pushing out. And I was like, what the heck? What's in here? And I saw his nose peeking in because he was out of his pen. These cows are mean. They're heifers, so they're like, really wild. She's really wild, number 4. Psst, get. But luckily I have a fence, so I can get on in case they like try to charge me. But look at, there's a new baby. I've tried to get a better picture, but I have my gloves on. I always wear gloves because it's really hard work. See, she just had a baby. Look at her butt. Wonder if I can zoom in. Yeah, look, there's the baby. Heifers, if you guys don't know, heifers are first-time moms. They're 2-year-olds. They've been bred, so this is her first calf, and she calved over there yesterday. But I'm sure she is so sore. But it looks like she doesn't really have a good bag. So, see, her number is, I think it's 401. Yeah, 401. So we're gonna tag that calf 401 today. We just give her time to be a good mom, and I think the calf is nursing good. It looks pretty. His tail's wagging. Yeah, these are all heifers, so oh, there's her afterbirth. It's kind of gross, but usually they eat it. I don't know if she knows that, but mostly all animals, I think it's eating. Mostly all animals will feed. So he has cameras all around to watch the heifers in case they go into labor or whatever, because sometimes you gotta help them and pull the calf. But yeah, these ones are crazy. Number 4, especially that girl. She's been with for a while, since last year, but we just got all these new ones, all these new heifers, so yeah. I'm kind of scared of them sometimes, because look how they look at you. They just look like they want to fight, I could hear the calf pushing around in there. But yeah, I try to wear gloves because a couple weeks ago I didn't wear gloves and I opened up a gate and I got a big old blood blister because I just had my hands. Yeah, happy tail. I don't know if I think it's a heifer. So when they're born, we label them heifer or bull. So heifer is, a girl because she hasn't had a baby yet. And then for, she's probably hungry. Gotta let her out. So she's been in here since yesterday. And then she has water, obviously. These are water tanks that are underground. And then, let's see. She has water. I think it's a heifer. Yeah, she has a bag. You're a good mama. Some heifers just run away from their baby. They don't care, but this one loves to protect her. So that's good. 41 hasn't been crazy to me, but I think 43 has, so she might be a little crazy. See this, it wasn't this gate, but it's like one of these gates, and I squished my hand in here like this, and I made a blood blister, and I tried popping it, but it wouldn't pop. It was this one. Pinch my finger right there. There's all the cows. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, so they're all in here. They get fed over there. These are all the other cows by the house until they go out to the pasture. This is where we feed them in the morning. That's my garden right there. Behind there. Behind that horse trailer. Who goes to the bar? But look how pretty the sky is. It's so nice out. It's like 60, 70 degrees right now. And we gotta go check on that 030. Her calf isn't like nursing or anything, so we gotta go save it. We're gonna bring it to the barn and feed it. So the moms that don't care. I know, they just go to the bar. I guess I could just leave this closed because I hate putting the fence back on. I just crawl through the fence. I'm a weird, I just go like this because I'm so tall. Oh, I'm like 6 foot tall. There's my truck. Yeah, the heifers go to the bar. No, they just head out. They'll be like, if you're right beside the calf, they'll just be like if like, like when I go walk to go feed that calf and I'm trying to get through there, they'll just like run away from their baby. And I'm like, don't run from your baby because I'm going right near your baby. And if your baby comes near me, your calf comes near me, then that heifer is going to come near me thinking I'm trying to take it. So it's kind of a crazy situation. It's so nice out. I need a water. So I'm trying to do this experiment with like wild. There's Luke. With I'm trying to do this experiment with no, that's not what happened. The baby calf that I was feeding was a twin. So if you have twins, usually the mom will just favor one. She won't get another one because she'll be confused. So she'll smell both of them and they're both hers. And then when one runs away, they're not always by their mom all the time. So when one runs away, she'll get confused and like just favor one because she smells that one all the time. I don't know, it's weird. It's just, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, they just favor one, so they'll just pick one. And if they keep going back and forth between one, like one of them doesn't get a lot of food. So I'm trying to do this experiment with these wild plums. I got some wild plums seeds, and I'm trying to plant them. I wonder if it's going to root. So this is a wild plum. This is a seed from a plum, a wild plum. We have a plum tree? Yeah, we have wild plums here in Montana. They're like smaller than nectarines, but they're so good and juicy and sweet. So I'm trying to see. Oh, I wish I had my pliers. So this is like I froze these over winter. You can see I froze these over winter. This is like a plum. And then I put them in the soil, but I don't see anything happening. We'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, it's pretty moist. Montana doesn't really get a lot of moisture or whatever. But this is my garden. I have a trellis. I made a trellis out of cucumbers and stuff. I don't know if I ever went live. But they're not really trees, they're kind of bushes. So I'm doing that experiment, and I'm also doing this one with choke cherries. It's a choke cherry bush. It's kind of like, you know what elderberries are? So we have choke cherries. And this is where is it? There. This is the choke cherry. So I read that if you this is my pumpkin patching I had. And those are coffee filters. I just poured my coffee in them. Last year. See, there's my old pumpkin. So they said that if you just put sticks in the ground, they'll like propagate. So I'm gonna try that. And I have this is a Juneberry bush. Should be. So we had a warmness thing that happened, and I had leaves growing and everything. And then pretty soon, like, we had another frost, like a couple weeks ago, and it just killed it. So I'm hoping that it grows again. I mean, I didn't just plant this. This is from last year. Oh no, it's some twine in here. It's a Saskatoon berry bush. They're called service berries. But they're like, I think they might be medicinal. I'm not sure. But yeah, look, these are the new ones that grew just like this spring or this winter, and these are new leaves. They just kind of just died. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But I haven't seen any new greenness yet, so I just don't understand why it grew so fast, and then the coldness came and killed it. But the reason why it looks like this is because my boyfriend's father mows here, mows his land and everything, and he just ran it over. I didn't have this tomato cage here, but I had something here. I can't remember what it was. It might have been this, and like a flag, or I don't know what it was. Oh, this was on the bush. I don't remember what it was, but he just like fucking ran it over with his lawnmower. So, but I'm glad I got like new sprouts. You see these sprouts? This is new. This is new. This is new. This is new. There's a lot of new ones compared to the old one. So that means like the roots are still alive, I guess. So, and then see, like, there's new ones on here. So yeah, it was pretty big too. It was like 3 feet tall, and he just ran it over. But we had a lot of big weeds here. So this is my corn and my sunflowers. This is where I grew them. But so this is new choke cherries. This is a big choke cherry bush, and look, they're already. This is where I got those twigs from. So see, everything's livening up here in Montana. Got some good wood ash. We make garden tea. I'm trying to get this garden going, like just till it up, because I have so much grass in here, because it's like all new tilled ground. Does anyone know how to get rid of cactus? We have a lot of cactus and I want to get rid of it. I just don't know how. They like grow as each time you like walk through it, and it falls down. You know, it's like a succulent, so it just grows anywhere. But yes, the other day when it was nice out, I took off all the vines from that side, and now I just had to take off all the vines on this side, which is, I should just get a broom. But I want to make my rows wider because it was really cramped in here, and I used a weed eater to get all my weeds out. I think what I should do is just use, I think people use black paper bags or something like that, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I tried that with like banana peels and stuff like that. It's like I put it in like old water bottles. I try that sometimes. This, I'm just so annoyed. I should have did this in the winter time when it was like, no, it would have been really cold. It was really cold this winter, like really cold. Whoever follows me knows I work at a funeral home, and I work outside because I have to bury people. I have to take them to their grave, and I do their funeral service and everything. So, oh, you've been collecting for years. No. Oh, like compost. Yeah, I was trying to compost, but we just have so many like wild animals out here. Like, did that cow have a calf? Um, cause like it will attract like rats and stuff here anyway. And since we live on a farm, we have barn cats and stuff. I really want a cat in the house, but my boyfriend don't like cats. He thinks there's gonna be a lot of hair, but I lose a lot of hair. So I use these these are my boyfriend's oh, I need a knife or a scissor. Yes, like liquid compost. Mm. I use these electric fence things. They're just like little posts for my tomatoes and stuff like that. I need a scissor. I would have had a scissor out here. And I use the string to help it keep it up, but then here, I did it too soon, so the the um the string was digging into my plants and cutting it in half. So when it would grow, like if I tied it around the stem, and then it would grow bigger, it would just dig inside the plant. So I was like, I was like, no, I'm cutting off circulation to the plant. But it ended up surviving. I took it off, or I just left it. I don't remember exactly, but I think we might need these because he has electric fence somewhere, and I'm probably just using up all his sticks or all his bark. have a lot of these. They let me use them. I don't think I'm gonna use them this year. I think I'm just gonna try and what I originally wanted to do was use like fence posts here, and then just put I don't know if I'm gonna do string now. Does anyone have any good recommendations? Like I don't know how to explain it. Like to keep them from not falling over. Like, because obviously there's a string method and it just made the plants, get crazy. I could use a string though. I don't know for what, but like, I don't know. Some people use garden posts or fencing and just line the fence post with it so they can lean on it or whatever, Something like that. But he probably needs these. I'm all using them already. I'll just take the strings off and tell him that I still have these out here. On teeth, yeah, kinda. I'm trying to be. It's just I love YouTube way better. I love YouTube way better. Cause TikTok, they just come in and then they leave. They come in and they leave. And I mean, I get a lot more views, but no one stays, because they don't really know me, I guess. It's super nice though. I found a lot of sunflower seeds. All my sunflower heads had a lot of seeds, so I'm saving them. Yeah, I love YouTube. YouTube is more chill. I mean, TikTok's pretty fun sometimes, but not all the time. Geez, I really tied this one on here. Ugh. I'm trying to get this off, but I can't. Oh. So, I always have acrylic nails, and I just tore them all off yesterday. They were falling off because I didn't get a fill. So I just took them off. These were tomatoes, and they still have seeds. Look. Sometimes I like to keep them, but I don't know if they survive the winter because it was a bad winter. I might be able to save this. Maybe I should just throw away all the string. I don't know. It's really good for when I need to hook my trellises up. Anyone make their homemade greenhouse? So I kind of want to move that trellis, or I don't know. Still debating. I kind of want to make a new trellis over there where those choke cherries are, and just put plastic wrap around it, you know, and make my own greenhouse out of plastic. Because I can start starter plants right now in the greenhouse, I guess. But it might be warm. Because we technically start May 20th for in-ground. That's when the last frost is. You can start in our zone or whatever. Our zonage. Those are cows. That's how they call their babies to come over. You get over here. I don't know who she's calling. She probably gonna have a baby. All of that just for this little string. Did I put this on here? I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go, but I'm not even gonna do it. I just did 3 today, so that's all I'm doing. I need to go wake him up and tell him there. Let's go. Let's go. There's a lot of calves we need to tag. Well, not a lot, but there's probably new ones that we need to tag. That's not a new calf. Because when you go feed them in the morning, oh no. Yeah, it's really pretty. I love the sky. Montana sky is so pretty. Where are you at? Where was it hailing, like south? My sister had a tornado watch last night. She lives in Oklahoma. They're always so telling us about it. I mean, I used to live there, but it was scary. It looks like a new calf. Oregon? Oh my god. I didn't know it gets that bad there. I mean, I know it rains, but... I guess you guys have a lot of storms, huh? For it to be so green. Is there a lot of cattle ranchers and stuff there? Oh, I got one done. This one was I probably have more string down there. Yeah. This one was a big tomato one. I had to put multiple strings on it. I remember. This one had wire. Oh yeah, this one was one that my boyfriend's friend gave me. He's a gardener. Not my boyfriend, but his friend. He gave me a bunch of tomato plants. And that's who I want to go see. I gotta tell him I need to go see. I need to go see him because he has all the goodies. Get these really good, they're called, I think, sun gold by Botanical Interest. That's what I think they are. I'm not sure. But oh no, does Luke see me have a stick? So I'm trying to keep all my sticks too because they help with the new little plants. And Luke will just come get them. Like, he'll grab all of my sticks. Like, if I have them against a, like, tomato plant, he'll just come grab it. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's my plant. But, oh. Yeah, I saw someone in Washington have some cattle, and the grass was so green. I was so jealous because like here, like it's hard because of um the drought. We have like a drought, and it just sucks. Hard to grow anything. Well, like wheat and stuff, but not like garden, because like I use the water from the faucet. But like dry land crops. I know the ranchers or the farmers weren't really getting a lot because of their crops being destroyed by no rain. We haven't had a lot of rain for like a long time. I'm wondering if my dahlias and stuff will grow back, because this is my first winter here, and they're obviously in the ground, and I'm just wondering if they're gonna grow back, because a lot of people say like they dig them up, the flowers, they dig them up, but do not touch. Yeah, Luke is bad. So I came out here the other day to do those choke cherry things, and he was out here. I know, I hope they do. I had like 9 or 10 over there, so we'll see. I mean, I bought them at a local greenhouse, so they were probably just like 1 year old. They didn't have big roots. But I want to put a fence around my garden because of Luke. And he just pees all over in my garden too. He doesn't care. Like, when I come out here to check my garden during the summer, he'll be like just peeing, hiking his leg on anything and peeing on them. And I'm like, I don't know if that's fertilizing or not. And I don't think it is. But he's bad. I mean, I don't know what kind of fence I can do, because we kind of use this area for when we chop wood in the winter. And, I can't just... I can't get that string off. I used to have scissors or knife on me all the time, but too lazy to go get one. I saw my peony, those pretty flowers. I saw one of them getting roots, or like a stem. I dug it up. Well, I didn't dig it up. It's in a bucket. So I just saw the old stems and I grabbed it. So right now I just need to get off 2. So I just got off another string from an old tomato. I had so much tomatoes, so much peppers. I had what else did I have? I had a lot of stuff, and I just gave it away to like my friends, because I was eating so much. My boyfriend doesn't eat tomatoes, so I was eating so many tomatoes, all kinds, and peppers, and then I don't eat spicy peppers, but I just grew them because I love growing stuff. And I gave them to my friend. Her husband is Hispanic, and he loves spicy food. I think she gave them to her cousin too. She has a husband that has spicy food, or eats spicy food too. So yeah, it all worked out. And then her mom had a garden too, so she had double She didn't need to go get like tomatoes or, any kind of vegetables for the whole summer because she had us giving her tomatoes and stuff. So she had it good. Cause like everything costs so much now. Like groceries, not groceries, but well, yeah, groceries, but like fruits and vegetables, they cost so much. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Like, I'm just grabbing these poles now. Cause I'm probably gonna try and get a tiller thing. Do wild animals get into your garden? I don't think so. I think just the good ones. Like what is this? Oh, I thought that was like a burnt piece of wood. It's handles for a pruning scissor. Um no, just a cow got loose. She got out of the fence and she started trying to eat my corn, or I can't remember what she was eating, but I saw tracks into my garden, and they leave big tracks, like, because they're so heavy. They're like 2,000 pounds. And she's like, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, I come walking out here, and I'm like, oh my god. So I like looked around in my garden, and I thought she like ate this, ate that, and no. That's why I'm scared. Like, if I had a fence up, like the cows wouldn't get loose and come in here. But I mean, most of them will be gone this summer, and they'll be back in the winter, I guess. Well, not the winter, but in the fall, because of you know, that's when we bring the cows home. And probably around yeah, probably around like November-ish, we bring them home. Thanksgiving. And I think the last frost or the first frost is September 20th. So we only have May to June, July, August, September. We only have 4 months of growing season for plants. So that's what I'm trying to get ready little by little. Right now I'm just, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10 tomato plants. No. 10, 12, 14 tomato plants. I had 2 by the fence that were in buckets from his friend. And what else? I had like 4 peppers. Oh no, I had a big steak or beef steak and Cherokee purple, so I had 16 tomato plants. Had Romas, had those little cherry tomatoes. I had all kinds. And then I had all the trellis for so many cucumbers. I probably had like 50 cucumber plants. I don't even know, but every like few days I would pick cucumbers and make pickled cucumbers or sweet pickles, or I don't know what it's called. Sweet. Indoor gardening? Yeah. I haven't well, oh, I thought I felt a wood tick crawling on me. Now I'm having the heebie jeebies. I hope not. I hate wood ticks. What was I gonna say? Yeah, All the gardening. Rangers. What's it for, Rangers? Uh, I haven't, UPS. I don't think I ordered anything. Amazon comes out here through UPS. It's weird. They deliver Amazon. But, yeah, I'm just trying to garden early so I can get on top of it. I think I started really late last year, like June 1st, or I don't even remember. Maybe it was mid-June. But if I can start May 20th, that would be so fun. Start everything early, Get on top. Well done, Scottish football. Yeah, they carry line. I don't know anything about football or oh, I know some about USA football. I better figure out what I'm gonna do with my garden because I dug holes and everything. Trying to plant those plums. I needed some soil. But I want to till this up and I have like a lot of tile and everything. Ooh, there's a bunch of ants. I have a bunch of tile and stuff. Ooh, no, ants, get away. Not tile, but what are those called? Those brick tiles? I have a lot of those. Ooh, I like limes too. So, I read this thing in Montana. People, they have wallopinis. I know it sounds funny. They're underground greenhouses, so you have to dig like a little basement or a little shelter, and then you build like a glass top. Not glass, but you know what I mean. And you can have a garden all year round. So I was telling my boyfriend that I need a wallopini, and then he said, "No, you don't." So I'm like, ugh. But then I was thinking too, because a lot of people were putting questions about it. They were like, how come, or they're like, does it flood? Like if it rains, won't there water go into it or whatever? I was thinking about that. Think about a lot of things. But yeah, so I wonder if that actually happens. I have some fence posts because some of my tomatoes were so huge that they were just so heavy. They couldn't stand up with these little tiny posts. So I had to use these fence posts. And I didn't pound them into the ground, not far. I just used a rock. So I don't think that one is. But for those trellis ones, my boyfriend pounded those in far. So those wouldn't fall. But I need to get those long black tarp walkways so I won't have this much. See all this grass? It grew in between all of my plants, It was just outrageous. The mosquitoes here are horrendous. Yeah, I really want one of those. Yeah, they have them, and it said like someone was growing like citrus all year round, like here in Montana.